Welcome back to our show from Metreon in San Francisco.
Now, Wolfenstein 3D was a game that turned many a casual gamer into an addict in a matter of hours, and it also helped establish the highly ubiquitous first-person shooter genre.
Well, at last spring's E3, we got a sneak peek at the follow-up, Return to Castle Wolfenstein, which is due out later this year. So to whet your appetite, we thought we'd show you our interview with Drew Markham, the game's creative director.
Castle Wolfenstein was the game that started the first-person shooter. It was arguably the first game to sort of let you move around in the first person, which means looking out of your own eyes as opposed to seeing the character. And nothing short of revolutionary as far as that goes. I mean, everybody just went, wow, what's this? This was just such a leap in the amount of visceral experience that you got in that web. I'm here. I'm actually in this room. And I remember several publishers telling me, this is a fad, you know, people aren't going to want to do this. This is good. This is like a couple of years and this will all be over with. And it's just like, no, this is a firm genre now. This is its own thing. When we started the design process for Wolfenstein, the biggest thing that we wanted to carry over was fun. And that was the thing that people seemed to have the most in the first game, a good time. This Return to Castle Wolfenstein is almost kind of retro in a way. I mean, it really kind of harkens back to that sort of golden age of the first-person shooter, but having all the freedom that we have with the engines now, which is, you know, to be able to look up and down and have vast expanses. But it's about fun. The plot basically centers around Himmler and the SS and a lot of sort of fictional divisions of the SS that didn't really exist, but that we've built an occult division that we have, a paranormal division, the genetic scientists, and their desire to basically create something, a power, an evil power under their control that will spell complete disaster for the Allies and the free world. We have the Nazis able to pick up grenades and throw them back at you. You throw a grenade at them, they'll pick it up and they'll throw it back. First and foremost, this is a single-player experience. That's the main thing that we want to have be really, really, really great, is that you can sit by yourself in a room with the lights turned down and the sound turned up and get really creeped out and really immersed and really have a great time.
Now, if the attractive griminess of Castle Wolfenstein looks familiar, it's because many members of the development team are formerly from the company Xatrix, the ones that gave us Kingpin. Now, Treasure is the Japanese game company that gave us Gunstar Heroes for the Genesis and Radiant Silvergun for the Saturn. Now they have a new title, except it's only for Japanese players. Here's a look at the import, Sin and Punishment.
Saki! Oh, Saki! Good morning, Saki.
Good morning, Irene.
Feast your eyes on one of the best games of last year.
Let's go!
Don't recognize it? No surprise, unless you're a gamer living in Japan. Treasure's latest offering comes in the form of a frantic arcade shooter that features addictive gameplay and twisted plot lines. Enter Sin and Punishment, Successor of the Earth. Your roles alternate between Saki and Arian, a pair of rebels that are trying to save humanity from the ruffians, genetically altered beasts that have taken over Tokyo. The controls are simple. You attack by holding down the Z button and press the B button to change aiming between auto and manual. If you tap Z, you can wield a sword that can deflect incoming projectiles and is doubly helpful for close combat. One of Treasure's strengths has always been in the visual department, and Sin and Punishment continues this tradition. At times, there'll be so much on-screen chaos that you may not believe that your N64 was ever capable of such processing power.
You're crazy. You ruined Tokyo. Will you destroy the world, too?
Don't worry.
The most surprising feature in Sin and Punishment is its voice acting, done by American voice actors.
I'll check it out. Wait here.
You're tough, Saki.
Currently, no plans have been made to release Sin and Punishment in the States, but don't let that stop you from finding it on import.
Wait! Stop!
It'll be worth your while to pick this up, especially if you're a fan of classic arcade-style shoot-'em-ups. GameSpot TV gives the Japanese version of Sin and Punishment, Successor of the Earth, a 4 out of 5.
Coming up on GameSpot TV, we show you a peripheral that could make your PlayStation more portable. and help you get your game on with a handy dandy cheat code.